In Mandarin Chinese, there are two symbols or two words for selfish. One is a positive connotation, looking after oneself, taking care of oneself. And the other is negative, where our actions are viewed as being potentially cruel towards other people. I wonder if English would be a better language in some ways if it had that kind of flexibility to let us take care of ourselves, especially during times of crisis, and not have it be considered to be a negative thing. Hi, my name's Lee Kaufman, and I work with the Marriage Recovery Center. And today we're going to talk about the idea of healing in the midst of a crisis. We'll talk about this today using a framework. We'll make it up, but we'll make up a framework that includes the body, the mind, and the heart, and we'll look at them individually as elements that could potentially contribute towards our healing and explore tips and tools that could make each of those individual body areas or parts that much more effective to nourish and nurture ourselves. The first is the body. And science is pretty straightforward and undeniable around this idea that the biggest sledgehammer to affect a change in the body is good, solid sleep. Getting anything less than 7 hours of Z's. And we're going to be short tempered, less decisive, less clear, less able to formulate our ideas. And so it's in everyone's benefit to get a good night's sleep. And my three top tips for a good night's sleep are number one, complete darkness. Blackout curtains are great. Turning off all lights is great. Even putting a piece of tape over the LEDs in your room, you'd be surprised at how many individual lights you'll have on, even when you think that your room is dark. The second idea kind of piggybacks on the first, which is acknowledging our own biology and then using it to our benefit. So we have a gland that's in the brain, in the front area, called the pineal gland. This gland is light sensitive and it helps secrete melatonin, which is the drug that allows the body to get ready for sleep. But if we're looking at devices and we're watching TV and our houses are bright with artificial light, what happens is the pineal gland is confused and dysregulated and will not set the body up to be prepared for sleep. So as much as you can, turn off your computers, turn off your cell phones, even start to dim down the lights in the house so that the brain will ready itself for sleep. And then number three is, believe it or not, not just caffeine, but alcohol has a way of dysregulating sleep cycles. So please stop drinking any kind of caffeine beverages 3, 4, 5 hours before sleep, and alcohol as well. Otherwise, what will happen is that you won't find your way into deeper REM sleep, and your circadian rhythms are going to be affected adversely. So, best case scenarios, no alcohol and no caffeine anywhere near bedtime. The second idea is the mind. Now, the mind is already super busy, super complicated, and definitely crisis doesn't help. So it's in our benefit to do anything we can to slow the mind down. And here's where technology and applications on the phone actually do help out a great deal. So meditation apps like Headspace or Insight Timer are fantastic as a intro, even intermediate or advanced level idea to help people take on the idea of meditation and go from being absolutely new at the practice to being completely comfortable and accomplished within a short time. So check those out. Headspace and Insight Timer is good ones. And then the last idea is the heart. You know, Chinese have a saying that if you want to be happy for an hour, take a nap. If you want to be happy for a day, go fishing. If you want to be happy for a year, win a fortune or inherit a fortune. And if you want to be happy for a lifetime, help someone else. And science confirms this completely. So MRI technology or fMRI technology, which also shows blood flow, shows that the very act of helping somebody else gives us the same feedback as if we were eating tasty food or having great sex. So our putting our time and energy towards being with other people and helping other people, not only does it allow us to see the rest of humanity and how much other people might be suffering and how well off we actually are, but we feel good by doing it. So seek out a local church or community center or after school program and pour yourself into that, and your heart will be better for it, and the people with whom you help, they'll be better for it too. When we talk about these ideas, body, mind, and heart, we talk about them as if they're separate ideas, but they're actually all attached to one another. But they are areas that get dysregulated, and when they do get dysregulated, we feel it. And so we can use these tools to heal or to improve or to bring attunement to each of these areas individually and then in concert, kind of like a conductor brings up a symphony. Once each of these areas is working well, all of the rest of us will work well too. So I know you can take on, try out one of these ideas, and it's going to have an impact, and all of a sudden the crisis or the difficulty in communication will ease, mitigate, maybe even go away. So I wish you the best of luck in working with these new ideas. And I look forward to feedback from you on how and what type of impact they provide. Be well.